Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years.
Well, Jaguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Jay-Z and Beyonce's perfect image hides a shocking truth. In a recent interview, Jaguar Wright didn't just accuse Diddy, but she also exposed the dark secrets of this powerful couple. She claimed they've drugged people, moved them against their will, and connected them to notorious figures like Epstein and Weinstein. Tune in as the untold accusations leave us questioning everything we thought we knew about the music industry's most powerful couple. The untold accusations of Jaguar Wright. In an eye-opening interview with Piers Morgan, R&B singer and vocal critic Jaguar Wright made serious claims about some well-known people. She was invited to talk about Diddy, but she quickly shifted the conversation to include accusations against both Diddy and Jay-Z. According to Wright, these two were part of a group of powerful individuals involved in criminal activities, and she even linked them to figures like Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, and R. Kelly. She pointed to him as a central figure in these disturbing connections. As she leaned forward, her voice barely above a whisper, Wright paused, her eyes scanning the room as if she could feel the weight of her next words. "And I haven't even told you the worst part yet." Wright didn't stop there. She went on to accuse him and his wife Beyonce of some shocking actions. She claimed that they had drugged people and moved them against their will. To back this up, Wright said she had witnesses who were ready to testify, making her accusations even more serious. The interview caused an immediate and intense reaction. After Wright made these bold claims, Morgan had to edit out that part of the interview because of a legal threat. This decision raised questions about whether media is being silenced and how much freedom people have to speak openly on sensitive matters. His and Beyonce's legal team didn't waste time in responding. They strongly denied the accusations, calling them completely false. Their lawyer, Alex Spio, pointed out that there's a big difference between wild rumors and the truth. He argued that these claims were not only wrong, but also harmful and misleading. Public opinion was divided. Some felt that the couple had every right to protect their reputation and take legal action. Others, however, believed that such quick legal moves might make the accusations seem more believable. This debate has left people wondering how much truth could be behind these claims and what it might mean for the future reputation of the couple. As this situation continues to develop, many are left with the feeling that where there's smoke, there might be fire. The accusations and the legal battles that followed have kept people talking, especially on social media. And it's clear that this conversation about him and Beyonce isn't going away anytime soon. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Could these claims have any truth behind them? Even if the couple denies it, the buzz around the story has sparked enough curiosity that people aren't letting it go easily. Imagine how it feels to accidentally cut yourself with a box cutter. It's a sharp, painful sensation that you won't forget. Cassie knows this feeling, but she says what she has gone through is much worse. She claims that he, also known by his real name, Sean Carter, has hurt her, and she remembers it all. She also says that Diddy has done the same. Cassie believes that one day both of these men will have to answer for what they've done, especially to the women they have wronged. Some people doubt Cassie's claims, especially since she has had some troubling behavior in the past. For example, during a heated argument, she threw her son's ashes at someone and then later spread them on herself while grieving. She has often cried out, "Oh, my dead son," showing the depth of her pain and emotional struggles. But even though she's acted strangely at times, she has said some surprising things about people in the industry, like Diddy, that turned out to be true. She talks about disturbing things, like the use of powerful drugs at parties, even mentioning a horse tranquilizer that some people allegedly use at these exclusive events. Stars shine bright, but their troubles cast long shadows. Power and pressure in the music industry. Cassie isn't just talking about her own problems, though. She's pointing out something much bigger, a troubling pattern among top celebrities. She focuses on his relationships with young female artists. For example, she mentions how he met Beyonce when she was only 17 and talks about rumors of him being involved with Foxy Brown when she was just 15. These stories raise serious concerns about how he manages his relationships with younger women in the music business. The celebrity world, according to Cassie, seems to follow different moral rules. In this world, rumors about bad behavior are common, but people rarely talk about it openly. Lord Jamar, another figure in the industry, agrees, saying that many people know about these things but accept them as normal among the rich and famous. This attitude creates a dangerous environment where young artists are often taken advantage of under the excuse of helping their careers. Even stars like Rihanna have hinted at how powerful industry figures like him use pressure and scare tactics during contract negotiations. She described how she was pushed into a deal at the start of her career, which shows just how controlling these people can be. The story gets even darker with the mention of Kathy Karana White, a woman who was supposedly involved with him. Her story almost became public, but she tragically passed away before that could happen. This situation adds another layer to the secrecy surrounding his relationships and shows how the entertainment industry can sometimes hide serious issues behind a glamorous image. Just when you think you've heard it all, there's always something more to uncover. The entertainment industry, with all its glitter and fame, often hides dark secrets. After a conversation about her job in New York, Kathy was found in surprising photographs. These images captured her enjoying a lively night out with a friend and Diddy at a Las Vegas nightclub. The situation puzzled those who knew her, as Kathy had previously claimed she had never met the man pictured with her. Curiosity piqued, an attempt was made to contact her for explanations regarding the unexpected encounter. However, Kathy remained evasive, only suggesting that she might share the details publicly soon. Days passed with no further insight as attempts to contact her at her office were unsuccessful. The mystery deepened when, after speaking to one of her colleagues, it was shockingly revealed that Kathy had passed away. This left many questions unanswered, swirling around her last days and her surprising appearance in Las Vegas. This event has gained a lot of attention over the years. Many people have speculated about what really happened, and even a popular YouTuber, Trap Lore Ross, made a detailed video about the story. He hinted that there might be more going on behind the scenes than what's been shared publicly. On the other hand, Claudia Jordan, who was a close friend and co-worker of Kathy's, has spoken out to stop these rumors. Yet, the mystery continues as people keep wondering about the truth. Some have even brought up a song by Kanye West, where it seems like he's talking about his complicated relationship with Jay-Z in a subtle way. In Kanye's song Blood on the Leaves, some people believe that the lyrics quietly refer to his difficult relationship with him. Over the years, their friendship has been marked by ups and downs, including public arguments followed by attempts to make up. In one emotional moment, Kanye openly asked him to reach out to him, suggesting that there were bigger issues between them. He seemed to hint that he felt hurt, or maybe even unsafe in some way. When fame fades, old secrets come to light, echoes of Kanye's outbursts. Kanye's behavior has often been seen as unpredictable by the media. However, some believe that his outburst might reveal deeper truths. When you look at other tragic events in their circle, like the sudden and mysterious death of singer Aaliyah in a plane crash, it adds another layer to the story. There were reports that Aaliyah might have been unconscious when she was placed on the plane, which has led to a lot of questions and doubt, especially from her boyfriend at the time, Dame Dash. Dame Dash's relationship with Jay-Z has had its own set of challenges. One major issue between them was Jay-Z's choice to work with R. Kelly, even though R. Kelly had a troubled past. Dame strongly disagreed with this decision because of his own moral beliefs. This disagreement made their relationship even more complicated, highlighting the deeper personal and professional conflicts that seemed to follow them. Over time, these issues have only made people more curious about what really happened within their circle of friends and colleagues. Now let's pause for a moment. Isn't it fascinating how one event can spark so many questions? The passing of Kathy and the complicated relationships in this group have made people wonder if there's more to the story than what meets the eye. Jay had started to pull away from us, saying he no longer wanted to be part of our group. At the same time, Nas strongly believed that Jay-Z knew more about certain things, especially during the peak of their feud. Nas argued it would be impossible for Jay-Z not to notice a young girl in the studio, laughing off any claims that he didn't. Even though I never personally saw anything, some conversations with Jay hinted that there were deeper issues. After the tragic death of Aaliyah, Dame began to wonder if her passing might have benefited certain people. Over the years, some people started speculating that Jay-Z and Beyoncé might have gained something from her untimely death. Jaguar White even pointed out how Aaliyah's death seemed to happen around the same time that Beyoncé's solo career was struggling, especially after the release of a poorly received song. Dame never directly accused Jay-Z, but he suggested that it was up to Jay-Z and others to clear up any doubts about Aaliyah's death. Even though there were many rumors, Dame found it hard to believe that someone could plan something so terrible. But he couldn't completely ignore the possibility either. In a surprising claim, Dame talked about a time when he thought Jay-Z might have tampered with his drink at a concert they attended together. This left him feeling unusually drunk, leading to a funny argument with comedian Kevin Hart. This incident was recorded, which only increased Dame's suspicions. Jay-Z has had a long and successful career in the music industry, but it hasn't been without its share of controversies. Questions about the integrity of both him and Beyoncé have been raised, similar to the concerns voiced about other big names in the industry. A video of Kanye West interrupting Taylor Swift at the VMAs resurfaced, and some now think that moment might have actually helped Taylor's career in the long run. Beyoncé's power and influence are hard to deny. A speech that praised her for the huge impact she had on another artist's career showed just how important she is in the music world. But at the same time, her social media following has been dropping recently, and this lines up with growing legal issues involving other figures in the industry. Behind every star, hidden stories wait to be told. The hidden cost of fame. While Beyoncé remains a massive influence, there are whispers of deeper problems in her personal life. A former bodyguard shared some troubling stories about her struggles, claiming they were connected to her relationship with Jay-Z. These stories have been discussed online but are often censored, which only adds to the confusion and mystery surrounding these music icons. Sometimes the more you look into someone's life, the more questions arise instead of answers. This definitely seems to be the case with Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Let me share something not everyone knows. Beyoncé has apparently been using drugs for quite a while now, and it seems like some people prefer her to stay that way so she can keep her top position in the music world. It's an open secret for those in the industry, but it's not something people talk about openly. There's a lot at stake when it comes to her career, and the people around her would rather keep everything running smoothly, even if that means keeping her in this state. It's not a pretty side of the industry, but it's real. The person was someone who refused to stay silent about sensitive issues, often making them a target for threats. In their videos, they hinted at a willingness to expose more if attempts were made to silence them. This person was well acquainted with the inner workings of the entertainment industry, understanding the dynamics that kept certain figures in privileged positions. They believed that not only individual artists like Beyoncé, but the entire system was structured to maintain this hierarchy, often at the expense of other artists. According to the person, the marriage between Beyoncé and Jay-Z appeared to be more of a strategic alliance than a romantic partnership, aimed primarily at safeguarding their shared business interests and augmenting their wealth. Beyoncé and Jay-Z were not merely artists. They were titans of business, where the stakes were high and the tactics ruthless. This individual, having faced threats for their outspokenness, was not deterred. Instead, they felt validated in their beliefs about the couple's ascent to power, which, as they claimed, was not devoid of casualties. The industry, as they saw it, was a battlefield where the powerful could easily trample the aspirants to protect and expand their domains. A perfect example of this is Keri Hilson. She's an incredibly talented singer, but her career took a nosedive after she made a small remark about Beyoncé in a song. That was all it took. For years, Keri Hilson was pushed out of the spotlight. She couldn't get her music promoted, and it felt like every door was closed to her. This wasn't a coincidence. It was a calculated move to make sure no one could compete with Beyoncé. The industry made sure to shut her down. Keri had the talent to become a huge star, but they made sure that wouldn't happen. Lost voices in the music world start to whisper their secrets. The silent voices of the music monarchy. It takes people like Uncle Ron to speak up and reveal the truth. He said he has proof, videos, documents, all kinds of evidence that could show what's really going on behind the scenes. He claimed that if anyone tried to come after him, he would release everything. The music industry thrives on secrets, and when someone like Uncle Ron speaks up, it makes a lot of people nervous. His claims are serious, and even though it's hard to say exactly how much of it is true, the fact that Keri Hilson herself talked about these same issues gives some weight to what he's saying. She hinted at how difficult it was for her after that one remark and how it felt like the entire industry turned against her. For 7 long years, she was sidelined, with no real way to fight back. Uncle Ron's claims really shook things up, but it all took a much darker turn when just a few months after he started talking, his family announced on his TikTok account that he had passed away. The timing was suspicious to a lot of people, and it didn't help that his death came right after he started making these accusations. Nobody has outright accused Beyoncé and Jay-Z of being involved, but the timing has certainly fueled a lot of conspiracy theories. People can't help but wonder if there's more to the story. It's one of those situations where the truth feels a little too hidden, and everyone is left with questions. Even now, there's a lot of speculation about how far Beyoncé and Jay-Z are willing to go to protect what they've built. They are incredibly powerful in the music industry, and with power like that, people tend to do whatever it takes to stay in control. They've mastered the art of controlling their public image, and they've been doing it for years. But with people like Uncle Ron speaking up, it's getting harder for them to keep everything under wraps. As more people start to ask questions, the truth will be harder to hide. In the vast expanse of the music industry, a hidden spectacle unfolds far from the public eye. This domain is less about the melodies and lyrics that capture the hearts of listeners, and more about the intricate machinations of control, influence, and power. Here in this concealed arena, the true dynamics of the music world play out, shaped by individuals who pull the strings behind the luminescent glow of the stage. In the dynamic realm of hip-hop and R&B, scandals are not uncommon, each bringing its unique twists and turns. However, the current controversy surrounding the industry's power dynamics feels distinctly pivotal. At the heart of the matter lie Beyoncé and Jay-Z, a couple who have not only mastered their art, but have also constructed a formidable empire. This narrative prompts a deeper exploration into the mechanisms of power retention and the lengths to which individuals might go to safeguard their status. The questions that arise are profound and unsettling. One must ponder the number of careers that have possibly been stifled to ensure that Beyoncé and Jay-Z continue to reign supreme. How many aspiring talents have been sidelined or overlooked in the quest to preserve this duo's iconic status? These inquiries challenge the observers to look beyond the surface glitter of stardom and delve into the murkier, often obscured realities of the music industry. What unseen sacrifices are made for the throne of stardom? Share your thoughts, leave a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.